By and large, is being excessively kind more unsafe than supportive? In a world that frequently equates kindness with virtue, it could seem illogical to suggest that there's such a thing as an excess of generosity. Yet, stepping back and examining the philosophy of indifference, we find a framework that emphasizes balance, insight, and self-care, indicating that perhaps our impulses to always be good could actually lead us astray from personal well-being and authentic living. Apathy teaches us the importance of maintaining personal autonomy and not allowing external factors to excessively influence our inner peace. When we constantly prioritize the needs and desires of others over our own, are we truly living a healthy life? That's what apathetic principles suggest. True wisdom comes from embracing the limitations of our generosity and ensuring that our kind gestures do not compromise our own moral and spiritual integrity. This discussion isn't just philosophical, it's deeply practical. It addresses everyday situations where our inability to say no or our persistent desire to please can lead us into deep fatigue, strained relationships, and missed opportunities for personal growth. By delving into the potential pitfalls of excessive kindness, we aren't dismissing the value of compassion and generosity, rather, we're exploring how to apply these qualities wisely, ensuring that they contribute to our happiness and the well-being of those around us, rather than becoming sources of stress and resentment. This approach resonates deeply with the Stoic philosophy that beauty lies in moderation and that the wisdom of our choices reflects our understanding of life's complexities. Let's unravel this intriguing paradox together. How might the very kindness intended to connect us to others sometimes end up isolating us? How does our desire to be liked or needed sometimes lead us away from making decisions that align with our true selves? As we explore these questions, we will uncover insights on how to harness the virtues of kindness while guarding against its pitfalls, fostering a life of balance, fulfillment, and genuine Stoic wisdom. As always, if you appreciate what we're doing here, a simple, free gift I'll ask from you is to spread the word around town. Let's go. This is more than just a momentary feeling of laziness. It's a complete state of personal physical and mental exhaustion brought on by prolonged stress, often a direct result of the relentless effort to meet the expectations of others at the expense of one's own well-being. The Stoic philosophy, which values control and self-regulation, warns us of the dangers of losing ourselves to external obligations and the expectations of others. Stoics believe that our foremost duty is to ourselves, not in a selfish manner, but in a way that ensures we are healthy, stable, and capable before we attempt to assist others. Marcus Aurelius often spoke of the importance of maintaining one's own identity despite external pressures. He advocated for a life lived with temperance and reason, which inherently includes knowing when to set boundaries. In practice, burnout occurs when you find yourself constantly being the shoulder to lean on, the ever-available listener, or the enduring problem solver. Initially, this role may make you feel valued and needed. However, the constant pressure from ongoing personal work can lead to symptoms like irritability, decreased performance at work, feelings of isolation, and a diminishing sense of personal fulfillment. This isn't just a psychological effect, it's a physiological one that can lead to serious health consequences like insomnia, headaches, and a weakened immune system. From a Stoic perspective, maintaining emotional resilience is crucial. This resilience can be nurtured by developing a more objective view of our engagement with others. The Stoics teach us to recognize what is truly within our control and what isn't. In this mindset of detachment, it means understanding that while you can offer support, you have zero control over others' actions, nor could you ever bear the full weight of their emotional burdens without depleting your own resources. To combat burnout, setting realistic expectations is essential for both yourself and others about what you can provide and recognizing when to step back. It involves acknowledging that true kindness also means being kind to oneself. It's about finding a balance where compassion doesn't become selflessness. This balance is precisely what apathy aims to achieve, ensuring that our efforts to assist others do not lead us to neglect our well-being, thus preserving our ability to be a force for good in the long run. Stoicism teaches us that personal development is not just an optional pursuit but an essential part of living a fulfilled and virtuous life. It advocates for the idea that we must be stewards of our own lives, shaping them through reasoned choices and intentional actions. When we consistently prioritize the needs and desires of others over our own, we may initially feel a sense of purpose and fulfillment. However, this external focus can gradually lead us away from nurturing our inner growth. This could manifest as neglecting our hobbies, educational pursuits, or even stalling our career advancement because we're too busy helping others navigate their own challenges. This diversion of energy is where Stoicism offers valuable insight. The philosophy argues that while it is virtuous to assist others, one should not do so at the expense of their own moral and intellectual development. In the Stoic view, personal development involves cultivating virtues like wisdom, justice, courage, and self-control. Each of these is essential both in individual conduct and in how we interact with others. When our actions consistently lean towards excessive generosity, we risk neglecting to prioritize these virtues. By failing to set boundaries or pursue justice for ourselves, we may avoid conflicts or necessary confrontations that foster growth out of a desire to remain agreeable or overly accommodating. Furthermore, excessive kindness can lead to a stagnation where personal goals are postponed or forgotten. This stagnation can create a life that feels imbalanced and unfulfilling. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, discussed the brevity of life and the importance of living it in a manner that reflects our deepest values and aspirations. He warned against wasting our time on pursuits that don't align with our fundamental nature and personal goals. It is crucial to practice self-reflection to assess whether our kindness regularly enhances our lives or impedes our growth. It involves asking ourselves tough questions about whether we are truly making choices that align with our values or simply reacting to the needs of others. It's about ensuring that our generosity doesn't lead to self-neglect. To avoid this trap, Stoicism doesn't advocate for withdrawing kindness but suggests a more balanced approach where self-care and personal aspirations are not overshadowed by the desire to help others. This pragmatic approach ensures that our kind gestures are sustainable and that they contribute positively not only to the lives of others but also to our own ongoing growth and well-being. Essentially, Stoicism helps us tend to our own garden first to better serve the gardens of everyone around us with strength and wisdom. When we extend kindness without boundaries, it can sometimes be mistaken as a weakness or a perpetual openness to demands regardless of their reasonableness or our own capacity to fulfill them. This can attract individuals who are less interested in mutual respect and more in what they can gain. Such relationships are not only detrimental but are fundamentally at odds with Stoic teachings, which value mutual respect and justice. Epictetus argued that while it is important to be generous, one must also be discerning. He believed that wisdom lies in understanding whom to assist and how much help to offer, guiding us to avoid enabling others' negative traits like greed or dependency. This wisdom prevents relationships where one's kindness is repeatedly taken advantage of for others' gain.